it is the bit that people fight over, and there's never enough, and you want it to be perfect. And to match up the crunch and flavour, go in a crisscross fashion to guarantee the joint bastes as it roasts. I want to get some beautiful flavour in here. I'm going to use my pestle and mortar. I'm going to use a herb which I'm quite passionate about, bay leaves. Just crack it, and it's got an incredible perfume. We want to turn that bay into a flavoursome oil, which will be the base of our piri-piri sauce. To do that, just rip out the woody stems. Pound it with a pinch of salt, then muddle those leaves with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And slush it about. The oil will transmit the flavour of the bay, so it's literally like plugging in a guitar into an amp, like big flavour now. Absolutely beautiful, look, absolutely gorgeous. Piri-piri is all about those different layers of heat. So this spice story unfolds with a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You know already that this dish is going to have attitude. So let's get those spices and just rub it into all those cracks and crannies. Give it a really good massage. Get the flavour right into it. Look at these hands. Look at that, okay? So that's proper massaging going on. And there's not a part of that pork that hasn't been kissed and touched with that beautiful bay oil and smoked paprika. That, my friends, is going to be phenomenal. So, next up, we need to complement that pork with some background flavour and some veggies. And forgive me, I'm not going to wash my hands. Go in with a couple of de-seeded red chilies, along with 2 chopped red onions, a sweet potato, and 4 cloves of garlic. Give the veg a good muddle up in that oil and sit the joint on top. So we're going to now cook this beautiful pork in a hot oven. We want to get that skin going, the crackling going. So we're going to go in at 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 Fahrenheit, for 45 minutes. So that's what it looks like when it goes in the oven. This is what it looks like when it comes out the oven. You can see the crackling starting to sort of get funky now, which is good. We like that. And now we're going to start making and building that piri-piri sauce. We've got all these lovely gnarly bits here. That's all the gorgeous sweetness coming out of the onions and the sweet potato, right? That's going to go into your beautiful sauce. It's going to be like the most amazing sort of stock cube. Add a tablespoon of red wine vinegar, a jar of passata, and a splash of water. All that lovely goodness from the pork, that's all going to go into that sauce. Then it's time to move attention from the crackling to the meat. Back into the oven it goes. This time it's low and slow at 170 degrees Celsius for about 90 minutes until the joint is meltingly tender. 20 minutes before the end, crank up the flavour with a final hit of rosemary. And that's what we're after. Look at that. Sizzling, gorgeous pork. Really, really lovely. The rosemary's gone crispy. See how this meat, if I pull it, just falls away from the bone. Okay, I won't do it now because I don't want to spoil the surprise when we eat it. Drain off any excess fat from the sauce, but don't bin it. Just get yourself a little jam jar. Just pour this at a little angle. You know, of course, massive flavour in here. I know that looks ridiculous, right? But put it in the fridge. And if you have any chicken fat from another dish, keep it in there. And then next time you go to cook a little bit of fish or some scallops or start a ragu or something like that, you use that. Big flavour straight away. Back to the sauce. Add a splash of hot water to get all the stickiness off the bottom of the pan. It's so intense. Really gorgeous. Let's get that into the tray. So guys, look at that. Beautiful piri-piri pork, crispy, crispy skin, tender meat, and a gorgeous sweet tomato sauce with that piri-piri flavour. Absolutely unbelievable. Time to eat it.